And the latest image coming in from the outskirts of Kyiv are these images of a neighborhood that has come under attack. The damage is visible. The intensification of the Russian assault, pretty clear to see. It's time to see some of the images that we've been bringing to you right through the day today. India Today's Rajesh Pawar has been reporting from the ground outside a location that came under attack earlier today in Russian shelling. Rajesh, in fact, joins us live from this particular place. Rajesh, identify, what this is. Is this an apartment building that's come under attack that you're reporting from?
Hello?
Yes, Rajesh, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, Shiv, sorry, there was some disturbance.
Yes.
Listen, this is not outskirts of Kyiv. This is very much inside the Kyiv city. And this is one of the posh areas of Kyiv city. The name of the locality is called Oblon. And it is very much inside the Kyiv city. And so far, the biggest attack on a civilian residential complex. I had sent a report 5 days back where a multi-story complex was hit by a missile. And this is a second big attack on a civilian residential area. And about 60 apartment blocks have been blown away or have been completely damaged. And if there was someone inside that, there's no chances of the survival. I want to show you around. I'm turning my camera. If you have any questions, you can keep asking me.
Just describe what you're seeing, Rajesh. This is the Oblon area of Kyiv. And just to explain to our viewers, these are the first images of the what you're saying, Rajesh, is the biggest attack that we know so far inside the city of Kyiv.
Yes, this is the biggest attack on a residential complex inside the Kyiv. I had shown a few days back a multi-story building being hit by a missile, but in that probably 10 apartment blocks were damaged. But here you see it's about 40 to 60 apartments have been totally damaged, totally destroyed, and see the amount of debris being cleared now by the people and see the kind of damage. If you can focus, I hope I'm focusing my camera correctly.
Yes.
But if you see the damage, look at this. Total damage, total devastation.
Do we know about any casualties? Has this place been abandoned or was it attacked when there were people there, Rajesh? Why was this place attacked?
I do not know. It could be a deliberate attack or it could be just a missile going haywire. I don't know what is the actual reason, but here I don't see much there except for one ambulance and a tent established by the Red Cross. I do not see many ambulances in the area. And since this attack happened today, a few hours back, so my presumption is not many people dead, not many people damaged, injured, but difficult to say right now because there's no official confirmation of the casualties so far. So anything will be just guessing it. I can't say actually how many people died, but damage is the devastation is immense. Almost 60 apartment blocks totally damaged, have been totally shattered.
Okay, this is, I want to tell our viewers once again that you're watching images live and exclusive here on India Today via Rajesh Pawar of the biggest attack that has taken place inside Kyiv. This is not on the outskirts, where we've been seeing images for the last many days from. This is inside Kyiv, and as always, Rajesh is the only reporter on the ground capturing it for you. It's not second-hand, visuals. This is his images, the images that he sent us on camera from what appears to be a residential neighborhood in Oblon, which is a locality very much inside Kyiv. How far is this, from the centers of power, the city center, etc., Rajesh, where you've been reporting from also?
Look, if you remember, Gaurav has mentioned about some blasts he heard in the afternoon today around Vokzalna, the main train station. These are the blasts probably he heard because this place is just about 3 kilometers from the train station and about 4.5 kilometers from the city center, the main city center, the Independence Square, from where I have been generally reporting. So this is right, you can say, in the heart of the city. And it is not just any other suburb. Oblon, the poshest areas of Kyiv city, where a lot of rich people live, and there are huge, big malls in this area. So this is one of the big residential centers in Kyiv city, and probably this is the biggest attack on a residential complex in the Kyiv city till date in the war.
It's an upscale area of Kyiv that has been attacked. It's a residential neighborhood, that has come under shelling. Rajesh says it is not clear whether it was a targeted attack or, a missile or shells going haywire, as part of a, barrage fire. Rajesh, of course, remember, is also a combat veteran. He's a special forces man, so he knows what he's talking about when he talks about his weapons. Rajesh, just for the sake of information, because this is pretty disturbing, what you're getting us on camera is the first big attack. First big attack inside Kyiv. How far would this be, Rajesh? 4.5 kilometers or so from the city center area. How far, just for information's sake, would this be from the centers of government where President Zelensky, etc., are understood to be? How far is this location from there?
Look, Shiv, I have always been trying to be as objective as possible from both sides, trying to verify things on ground before confirming any kind of news coming from either side, be it Ukraine or Russian, and I've been trying to confirm this. But here, if this is what I'm seeing, this amounts to seriously crime against humanity. This is a residential block. I don't know if there are people inside or not, but if they were inside, this is certainly will fall under war crimes and crimes against humanity, if this is what it is. Coming to your second question about Presidential Palace. Presidential Palace is somewhere in the center of city, probably 6 to 7 kilometers as the crow flies from this area, Shiv.
So that's really close. I mean, that means the distance between the sites which are being attacked and the centers of power has dramatically lessened in the last 48 hours, Rajesh. You've seen these places yourself. You're the only reporter who's been on the outskirts as well as the inside.
Shiv, I've gone all around the city now in last 4 days and on all corners of the city to see if there is any kind of fighting taking place or there is any kind of military build-up in that area. What I can tell you is this is the first major attack on a residential area, and I have been visiting this area in the heydays when the days were good, just about a month back. This was one of the most bustling areas, huge malls, and one of the best places you would like to go in the evening to have a drink or you want to go to a restaurant. And now seeing this state, it's really heartbreaking what this city has been reduced to. And this is really, really shocking and really sad. Shiv.
Any information, so far, has the Ukrainian government, I know that, there are a lot of claims being made, Rajesh, but, for Oblon, which I was also reading about, like you said, it's an upscale area, it's a neighborhood, residential area, lots of very powerful and rich people live there, lots of, fancy restaurants and bars as well, a lot of vibrant nightlife. It's completely devastated. There's nothing left there. There's nobody left there.
Yeah, in this apartment block, yes. I will not say about other buildings. I'll show you around after I finish answering you. Yeah. I'll show you the buildings around. It's not that the whole Oblon has been destroyed. It will give a really wrong picture to the viewers. It is just this apartment block. But yes, this sends a signal. Whatever little bit of people were left behind here, now probably they will also leave in panic because this could happen to any apartment block now, henceforth. If it has happened here, it can happen anywhere else as well. And whoever was left behind now probably will leave now. I'll show you around a little bit so you get a sense of the area, that it's just one apartment block which has been hit, and about 60 to 80 apartments have been totally damaged. I'll show you around now. I'll turn my camera around in the stadium just opposite this apartment block and a few buildings. I'm turning my camera around now.
Yeah, we're tracking what you're looking at.
This is a stadium just opposite this apartment block. And there are other buildings you see in the background. They have not been damaged. It's just this one apartment block, this block now. This is the block only which has been damaged, and the center portion of it, about 60 to 80 apartments have been damaged totally, and about another 20 to 30 partially damaged. And probably if there are any people inside, probably if they were inside, they would have also got injured or would have died. And there in the far distance, you see Red Cross people. They have put up their 2-3 tents, and there's an ambulance there. And debris is being removed right now. Police everywhere, army people everywhere around here. Shiv.
Are you getting the feeling, Rajesh, from the ground that there will be more such attacks? Just a few kilometers from the center of the city, because you're saying 3.5, 4.5, 6 kilometers from the presidential palace, the city center. Like you rightly pointed out, I think you're the first reporter reporting live on camera that these are attacks happening inside the city of Kyiv. It's no longer restricted to the outside. This is very much in the city.
Yes, very much inside the city. As I said, these are not outskirts. It's very much inside the city. And about more attacks coming up, it's possible. There's always a possibility. This is war, Shiv. This is a big war,
Yes.
and anything is possible. And the way no technology is so precise that there will be no collateral damage, or there can be intentional damage. I'm not trying to defend anyone. There can be intentional attacks also on residential complexes, since Russian army has already warned civilians to leave, so they can always justify that they had already issued the warning that civilians should leave. But nothing can justify this. Hitting common people's houses and killing common people, nothing can justify that. Shiv.
Rajesh, just a couple more questions. Where is this firing coming from? Is this, are these weapons being fired from those, Russian units that have, encircled Kyiv from three sides?
Look, Shiv, the modern artillery and modern multi-barrel rocket launchers
Yes.
that Russia have a range upwards of 20 kilometers. They can even go up to 90 kilometers. The multi-barrel rocket launchers, which Russian army is using, can even fire up to 90 kilometers, which means even if they are just outside the borders of Belarus, they can fire rockets from these multi-barrel rocket launchers into Kyiv city. And the artillery guns, which are part of this long convoy we have been talking about, the 62-kilometer long convoy, has a lot of artillery guns, medium artillery. They can easily fire anywhere in the city they want at will. Shiv.
Okay, so these are weapons that could be fired, from the units that are surrounding Kyiv. They could even be fired from as far away as the Belarusian territory as well. Rajesh, stay safe. You're in a place which has just come under attack. We'll keep coming back to you. I'm going to let you go for the moment so you can shift positions. I'm sure, these pictures are already going out to the world and providing the first visual evidence of an attack inside Kyiv. So far, it's been Irpin and Brovary and Hostomel and Bucha, which are the satellite suburbs of Kyiv. What you're looking at now, live on television, not secondhand, not released by the Ukrainian government, not released by the Russian MOD, not released by any agencies on the ground. This is India Today's Rajesh Pawar, live on camera, showing you the destruction in one of the most upscale neighborhoods of Kyiv. Not a suburb. This is inside Kyiv city, about 6 kilometers from the presidential palace. And this could be symbolic of the biggest escalation in 19 days of conflict. The capital city of Ukraine is now officially under attack. Not the outskirts, the city itself. I'm leaving you with these pictures. We're back on the other side to take you straight to Kyiv for a super 6-anchor broadcast from the city as we break this big story. Stay with India Today, the channel that's being watched on the world's #1 story.